Listen, they concluded you as a failure, not knowing that you are not. Do not conclude with my present situation. Jehovah is working on me. I may be poor today, but Jehovah is really working on us. I may be nobody today, but Jehovah is really working on us. I may be nobody today, but I said Jehovah is really working on us. So listen, they concluded you as a failure at the beginning, and they end up shaming themselves. This is the worstest shame so ever. We are living in a world where people will just see your appearance and conclude you as a failure. Let's be real. People will just see you. People will just see how you are struggling. People will just see how you are trying your best to become successful. People will see that maybe they see you as someone who is not up to their level, meaning you are not yet up to their standard. Well, yes, they may see you as if they are more successful than you, and they are more brilliant than you, they are more intelligent than you, and they will conclude you will never make it. Listen, the life we are living is not about being intelligent. It's not about being wise. It's not about being all these things. When God said you will make it, you will make it. So what am I trying to say is this: many of them concluded you as a failure, and they end up being a failure. My daddy used to tell me all this word those days. He says something. The worst pain on earth is when you mock someone, you mock them with their situation, and you end up facing the same thing that they faced. Yes, there are some people who will see you, your situation, your condition, they will start to mock you. Yes, let's be real. There are some categories of people you will meet in your life. They see you suffering, they'll start to use your suffering to mock you. They'll see people, they'll see you things are not okay around you. Maybe you are trying your best to become successful, you are working every day, you know that you are lazy, but things are not yet working out for you. Things are not yet, you are not yet becoming that which you always dream to become, and people will just start to use that to mock you. That is exactly the same way that they mock. Is it not Elijah that provoked him to cost lion to come, Bill, to cost him to come out of nowhere and do what, and eat all of them, 40 men acting as a children. So what am I trying to say, brothers? Many people will just conclude you as a failure and end up being a failure. This is the worst pain so ever. They will conclude you as a failure and end up being a failure. There are some certain things I hate. What I hate mostly in my life is when you are using someone's situation to mock them. I hate it with passion. If I see people who maybe they see someone who is sick, or they see someone who is not normal conditionally, or they see someone who is not successful, or they see someone who is not okay with finance, is not yet balanced, and they start to laugh at them, I may not hate you, but I will never near you, because the same thing you used to mock them, you may be mocking me secretly. That's why I will never near you. I may smile with you, but I don't have you as a friend. It's not a sin. It is my desire. It is my desire to choose whom I will take as a friend. God is not coming to tell me this is the person you are going to mingle with. This is the person you ought to be friend with. But when he know that I'm with the wrong person, then he will review it to me and tell me, be careful with this person. Then I will do what? I will distance myself. But mostly I hate those who do what? Who love people who are in the wilderness. Not that I hate them, but I hate the word, the action, that word, you mocking people. So I love everyone. But what I hate in them is that they use your situation to mock at you, and they end up mocking themselves. Yes, that was what I was being told by my sister when she was in Lagos. So she said a word. She said there was a woman who was sick. So there was also another woman who was passing by. So you see this woman, picking some certain things, someone who is not okay, mentally okay. So she start to mock this woman in a marketplace. But suddenly the spirit of that sickness left that woman instantly and enter into her. There are some people you ought not to mock. Let's be careful many people are facing one problem to another today because they don't know what they have done. People who, it's not everyone you ought to mock. Why? Okay, if you see someone now who is suffering and you are not suffering, why will you be mocking at them? There's no need. That is low self-esteem. That is low self-esteem mindset. So many people will conclude you as a failure. Many people will conclude you as a failure and end up failing themselves. That is why today many people now are pretending to be whom they are not. Because they refuse, they don't want people to mock them. If you enter social media now, you see people borrowing clothes. You see people who are living not okay, but they will go to supermarket like this. The last money they have, they'll use it to borrow clothes, rent clothes, and use it to show whom they are. Because they don't want to show themselves that they are not living okay, they are not living nice. So many of them are faking the life that they are living. Many people today you are seeing are truly faking the life that they are living, just because they don't want to to face the word called rejection. They don't want people to to make them feel as if they are not living okay. Good morning, brother. You know what I'm saying? So this is the world we are living. Never you mock anyone with their present situation, because you will end up mocking yourself. My papa, Prophet TB Joshua, he said the word. He said, never you reject someone because of their weakness today, because they may be your strength tomorrow. So many people will start to conclude you as a failure, not knowing that you are not a failure. You are just in your wilderness, and then we end up stepping into that wilderness and never come out. You know what I'm saying? So be careful whom you mock, because someone you mock today may be your strength tomorrow. Imagine it if it by fire how you will feel. So those who mock you, who call you a failure, those who concluded you a failure, end up failing themselves. That is, it paid them. Because they call you a failure, they call you a loser, they said all manners of this, not knowing that is not whom you actually is, that you are totally different. So they call you as a failure, they end up being a failure. Remain blessed. May God bless you.